let's see if we're not squeaky anymore. Okay, come on. All right. Come on. That was aggravating. Okay. All right. Let me get some stuff sorted here. Okay. Come on. Okay. Bless me. All right. Recording. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Resales. Things got weird yesterday. We're going to talk about that. My name's Ryan. I get stuff at yard sales, garage sales, thrift stores, flea markets, and similar venues. Try and make a few extra bucks online. I typically stream. Oh, thanks, Trey. I typically stream Monday mornings because I usually have a decent haul, decent sales, or something like that. Yesterday was a mess up. I don't know what happened with Streamlabs OBS and its relationship with YouTube, but things got hinky yesterday morning and I couldn't fix it. And I had to go because I had a plumber at the house who was fixing something there, and things just happened and I wasn't able to talk about stuff. So I'm going to chat about a few things that I sold and got shipped out yesterday, and we'll go from there. I do have one sale to talk about today, and this one's kind of fun. These two bad boys are going to a guy in Germany. This is a Power Rangers diecast car of some sort. This he paid $5 for this, and this is cool. This is a Magnum PI Kidco key card. There was a key that went to the back of it, and you clicked it, and I think it locked the wheels. I don't think there's anything necessarily motorized. Maybe there's something motorized in here. I don't remember, and I don't have a key. And like next time I get a key, I may actually keep it to test these things because I run into these things occasionally. I actually have a couple more key cars sitting there. So, but anyway, he paid $7 for this. So it's $12 to a guy in Germany. Of course, he paid extra shipping. So we'll see how that shakes out. That's my one sale from yesterday. Over the weekend, I don't have pictures to show or anything right now, but I had a couple of things I wanted to talk about. First was a series called This Present Darkness and Piercing the Darkness, two trade paperbacks by Peretti. This is, for lack of a better term, Christian horror. And it's angels and demons and that sort of stuff. And I've been leaving these on the shelf for years. And then I said, I need to look those up. And I did. And then I realized that they sell for $20 for the pair. So I'm going to start grabbing those because I see them plenty of times on the shelf at Goodwill. The other sale of note is I sold, if you noticed a couple days ago, I had a Ben 10 Omnitrix. It's on the wrist for costume stuff and sounds and lights and all that sort of thing. It sold within about 3 days for $40. And it's about the fourth one I think I've sold in the last couple years. So if you see Ben 10 Omnitrix, grab them and flip them because they're good money. And even if they're broken, I have sold ones that had a couple bits missing or didn't work right. I still sold them for $20 or something like that. So, and it's a good time to get the cosplay stuff out and flip it because Halloween's coming and people are getting their stuff. So, I've got one big old sword here that I am hoping that I can sell off. This is a Transformer sword. I picked it up a few weeks ago and showed it. It's missing a couple pieces. But there was only one other one on eBay, and it was mislabeled and in the package. So hoping to get maybe around $50 mark for this. So we'll see. Other than that, this was a little bit of a test broadcast to see if things were still working, and apparently they are. So, and that's all I got to talk about. Oh, I could talk about some stuff I bought, because I bought some stuff yesterday. And we can talk about that. And over the weekend. So, I do have some purchases. So, we're going to stay around for a minute. I didn't even look this up yet, but this is some sort of workout band. Sort of a thicker canvas material by Vivalife. I just sold a weightlifting band that was like big and red and heavier for guys. So this may be something worth flipping. And it was at this bag is from Last Chance, so that was like $1. The other band I got was something like $1 or $2 as well, and it went for about $30. How much did that thing sell for? Because I don't think I talked about it on the stream. And see if I can find it. I don't find it right now, so any dang way. Never mind on that. Anyway, next up, I think this is Korean language Bible, and not sure if this is a New Testament or not, but I do think this is Korean. And so, alternative language Bibles with decent binding, grab them and flip them. Next up, Ream Mini Manual. This one was curious. I think I could undercut everybody who has this for sale. This one has like one sale in the past 90 days, but everybody's wanting like over like $30 for this. This is a HVAC air conditioned manual series or something like that. I think I could undercut everybody with this thing and get 20 something for it. So that's my plan with that. Because I think people want it, but I think everybody else has it for too much money. Oh, we gotta look this up. George Jones, one of the greatest country music artists of all time. If you dispute that, you are bad at country music. And what's great about this is it is signed. That's right. Signed George Jones book. So we are going to see how much it is right now. We have eBay pulled up. So, what is this? This is George Jones. I lived to tell it all. Signed. Let's see what that comes up with. Shift that to list view. And then we're going to go. Let's see. Okay. There's one guy who was completely unable to sell his copy for $30 at auction. But it looks like, okay, we're looking between $20 and $30 for a signed George Jones book. Always look up, maybe not always, but I have sometimes come across, it's worth grabbing them and checking when you see somebody's autobiography to see if it's signed. Particularly nonfiction books. To grab them and pick them up and see if there's a signature on it. And there's a couple other authors who there's a lot of signed stuff for. I think Brandon Sanderson has a good many out there, though I haven't come across one. Few Rick Riordans out there, and there's a couple other authors out there that you always check because there's actually not an unreasonable chance that the book is signed. And you probably should almost always check and see if you have a signed copy. But biographies, autobiographies in particular, a lot of these guys, they go on book tours, they sign them, and hand them when you buy them. So it's worth checking out. And we'll take a sip to that. All right, next up, this batch. These are kind of fun. Theology likes to sell. This is Oliver Green book on Revelation. This one sells better than some of his other stuff. There was a couple other Oliver Green books, but they were not. These books cost at the Goodwill $2 a piece. This was the only one worth grabbing because I think I could sell it between 15 and 20. There was a couple other books, and if they go down to half price, I'll grab them, but I'm not going to pay $2 a piece for them because there's a chance I won't make a lot of money because they may only sell for 10 or 12 bucks, and it wasn't worth grabbing at the time. So, but this one was because it can go for, I think, for over 15. So Oliver Green's a good one to get. Just whenever you see a Bible commentary on a specific book, look it up because and if it's under 50 cents, I would say just grab it because I've got a box full here. And I actually got somebody I need to take a picture for them and see what they want because they're interested in maybe the whole box. And I got to get with them, try to get that figured out. And you can lot the stuff up a lot easier too. Next up, this one was cool. This is, and I'm a little surprised it's not going for a little bit more, but this is a Datsun 280ZX. It's not manual, by Nissan. It is more of there's some tech specs and braking performance. I don't think this came with the car. This isn't like the car manual. It's too big. But this is sort of, I guess, the history and specs of 280ZX because there's a lot of interesting material in here. So, because there's like technical drawings and some of that sort of stuff. So, but Datsun stuff, I would say book wise, always look it up at least. I did on this. This is like a $20 to $30 book, I think. So, worth grabbing. Particularly books from the manufacturer are always like car manuals. The repair book, the manufacturer repair books are worth grabbing. I always grab those when I see them because I don't know that I've never not sold a manufacturer's repair manual for a specific model of the vehicle. They're better than the like your Chilton manuals and your Haynes manuals and those sorts of things. They hold their value better. If you need a Chilton manual or Haynes manual, always go to YouTube and grab it because they're a lot cheaper than going over to AutoZone. I don't know, AutoZone carries them as much anymore, or some of the car stores, and the value on those drops pretty significantly after they're new. So anyway, finally, and this one I think this may have come from the same guy. Bendix Brake System Service Manual. This is like a 1980s. But like I said, this is a manufacturer, the Bendix brakes, manufacturer-specific service manuals for vehicles and parts and that sort of stuff. So this stuff is sometimes worth grabbing. I think this has either had almost no listings about it, or there were some related listings about Bendix that had some pretty good sales on them. So that's why I grabbed it, because it was $1. So it was worth taking a chance on with those odds going for it. All right. Finally, yard sale hits that I got to deal with. These are heavy. Walking Dead compendiums. Compendium 1 and Compendium 2. I didn't even look these up yet because they were like $1 a piece. So, at minimum, I'll be able to get like $5 a piece for them out at the flea market. But they may be worth a little bit more. So that's why I grabbed these. These things are heavy. So shipping is going to be real interesting with these because that has some weight to it. Interesting. Next up, this game. They had a lot of board games at this yard sale. I got that, and I got this. And I looked a handful of board games up, sort of new modern manufacture stuff. This is the one I think that was worth the most. Labyrinth, the card game. I hate the movie. It's kind of creepy. Particularly David Bowie. Great musician. Creepy in this movie. But this is a sealed card game. So, and this was going for, I think, around $20 or so. So, probably a decent hit there. And I got a little more of a stack of stuff than I thought I did. A couple of packaged Stitch figures. And there's a whole, yep, here it is. And this whole bag of toys and stuff was $1. And so this is going to be good. I'm going to look some of this stuff up. There's a lot of Stitch figures in here. And a few other things. But, Pokemon card. But a lot of Stitch stuff. So at minimum, this is like 50 cent, 50 cents a piece in here at a yard sale. But sometimes they go through here and make sure there's nothing that may wind up being worth a little bit more money. Or worth lighting up like this. Like there's a handful of Stitch characters in here from the Disney film, and so you maybe lot those up and sell those as a lot, and those may bring in a little bit too. And Villainous board game, fun board game. I wish they had the expansion sets. I need to look this up. This I don't remember exactly how. I looked this up one time, and. This version isn't worth as much as the expansion packs and some of the later stuff. It's a really fun game. So I snagged this and an aeroplane. So anyway, this is an easy $1 at selling at the flea market. Again, something I'm going to take a picture of to make sure, but I suspect it is. That says 97 on it, which is real interesting. So, but sometimes you take a chance on these because sometimes they're worth a little bit more if they're. This isn't die-cast, this is plastic, so I doubt it. But having it thrown into the lot and being able to make $1 off of a few things is also useful. So, that is everything this morning. And it's a little bit more than I was planning on doing because I kind of half threw this together because this is mostly a test. I was kind of just testing things to see if it was actually going to work. Because YouTube was being cranky yesterday. So I don't know if it was a software update or something along those lines. But that's what it was this morning. So y'all have a good day. Find some stuff. Sell some stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all next time. That went better than I thought it was going to. All right. Any questions out there in the streamland? No, we're not recording. If not, seeing none.